Less than 4 months after he took oath, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Tirath Singh Rawat has resigned from his post in a late-night drama. Rawat met State Governor at 11 p.m. and handed over his resignation. After meeting the Governor, Tirath said that he resigned to avoid a constitutional crisis in the state. Remember, Rawat is not an elected MLA and rather a Lok Sabha MP from Pauri Garhwal. As per the Constitution, to continue on the Chief Minister's post, Rawat required being elected to the Uttarakhand Assembly by 10th September. But given the pandemic situation, holding of bypolls seemed unlikely. Rawat was in Delhi for the last 3 days, where he met BJP President JP Nadda and Home Minister Amit Shah. Meanwhile, BJP has called for a legislative party meeting at 3 p.m. to pick the new Chief Minister for the state. Union Minister Narendra Singh Tomar had also been sent to the state as a central observer.
जो चुनाव आयोग के कारण 151, 164 धारा के अंतर्गत जो एक संवैधानिक संकट था और उस संवैधानिक संकट के कारण उन स्थितियों को देखते हुए मद्देनजर रखते हुए मैंने अपना इस्तीफा मुख्यमंत्री पद से देना उचित समझा.
Let's walk you through who are in the top contention as far as the Chief Minister's post in Uttarakhand is concerned. After Tirath Singh Rawat has stepped down, leading the fray, Dhan Singh Rawat, Education Minister of Uttarakhand. He is the contention number 1. He's said to be close to the former Chief Minister, Dwivedi Singh Rawat as well. He was close to RSS, worked as an ABVP State Secretary too. Number 2, he's also the front runner in the fray, Pushkar Singh Dhami, BJP MLA from Khatima constituency. Number 3, she's a front runner, Ritu Khanduri, BJP MLA from Yamkeshwar. She's also been appointed as the President of State BJP Mahila Morcha. So these are the top 3 in the fray as far as the Chief Minister's post of Uttarakhand is concerned. Uttarakhand Chief Minister has resigned. Who's going to be the next Chief Minister? We walked you through the top contenders in the fray at the moment. Paulmi will be bringing us up to speed with who those top contenders are. But that's the latest story that we're tracking right now. Uttarakhand Chief Minister resigns less than 4 months after taking oath as the Chief Minister. And there was late-night drama. He met the state governor at 11 p.m. and handed over the resignation too. And after meeting the governor, Tirath said that he resigned to avoid the constitutional crisis in the state. Rawat is not an elected MLA and a Lok Sabha MP. And as per the Constitution, to continue on the post of the Chief Minister, Rawat requires being elected to Uttarakhand Assembly by 10th September. Bharat Biotech has concluded final efficacy analysis of vaccine Covaxin. Efficacy analysis demonstrate Covaxin is 77.8% effective against symptomatic COVID after evaluation of 130 confirmed cases. The data that has been released by Bharat Biotech also revealed that the vaccine is 93.4% effective against severe symptomatic COVID-19. Bharat Biotech also said that final efficacy analysis shows that Covaxin provides 63.6% protection against asymptomatic COVID cases and offers 65.2% protection against Delta variant that has been found responsible for the surge in cases and the second wave in India. The data was released after conducting trials at 25 sites across India. Let's bring you the Covaxin efficacy data, which has been out now on your screens right now. As far as asymptomatic cases are concerned, 63% efficacy if you've taken the Covaxin jab. Mild to moderate and severe cases, 78% efficacy. And the good news is even for Delta variant, there's 65% efficacy for Covaxin. So here are the efficacy numbers that are out for severe COVID, 93% efficacy against the virus. The death of superstar Sushant Singh Rajput led to a series of crackdown by Narcotics Control Bureau. Apart from Bollywood, the film industry in Karnataka as well felt the heat. While over 180 people were questioned on the sandalwood drug scandal, stars like Ragini, Dwivedi and Sanjana Galrani became the poster girls who were imprisoned for over 5 months without any respite whatsoever. India Today's Nabila spoke to the lady in question, Ragini, who for the first time broke her silence in these trying times in prison.
What really happened, Ragini? We know that you were embroiled in the Sandalwood drug case. Among the many who were accused, you and Sanjana Galrani were the two who were imprisoned for close to 6 months. It's shocking. There were several others who were accused as well, but all of them managed to get bail. I'm not going to get down to names here, but all of them managed to get bail even without a single day in jail. What really happened?
So, like you mentioned, that there were multiple people whose names came up, and I'd like to, correct the statement where you mentioned. So nobody was even arrested or nobody was even called for an inquiry. Whereas, very surprisingly, it was just two girls who were apparently the Pablo Escobars who were caught and put behind bars for, I think, reasons best known to the people who were actually behind the whole process. It's extremely shocking. It's extremely tragic for me because, I've been somebody who's been the brand ambassador for the biggest, I think associations, departments. I've done work with everybody. I'm a philanthropist. I've done so many strong social causes. So I believe that I am a very socially responsible person and I take pride in it. So it was extremely shocking for me when the whole instance happened, and it took me more so shocking for my family because we come from a very, very simple background. My father served the Indian Army for 25 years. I am an army kid and I am a self-made person. So for me to have experienced what I experienced was extremely traumatic for me.
There were allegations that you were part of, parties that were thrown in Bengaluru and otherwise, where there were people who were consuming, selling, etc. They involved you time and again, dragged you into those allegations. Several other personalities within the Kannada film industry came forward and said, things like, I know what they've done, I have some more names to bring up and whatnot. So this was a real big, massive mess where you and Sanjana Galrani were the poster girls of it. How would you look at it now, 6 months down the line?
So I'll tell you what, I think the word you used is absolutely right. We were made the poster girls, and I think the right people to answer this would be the people who probably tried to very easily make us the poster girls of a certain instance that happened, make us the face of something. I don't know what the honestly speaking, Nabila, I don't know what exactly happened, why it happened, who is behind it.
But I'd like to ask you, were you ever part of those kind of parties, Ragini? Were such parties really happening?
I'll tell you what, Nabila, you are, as an actor or as a social public figure, you are a part of so many social gatherings. I wouldn't want to call it parties. Social gatherings, social events where your presence is extremely important. And, if somebody has to turn things upside down or, try to twist and turn things around, it's extremely easy. For people to manipulate things today, it's become extremely easy. As a social person, as an actor, as a public figure, I am a party to so many things. I attend events, I attend social gatherings because I do it as a profession, as a job that I do it.
In the last 1 year, businesses have struggled to cope because of the COVID pandemic. But there were some startups that were immune to the impact of the pandemic. And we're going to tell you all about India's business unicorns. You can also read all about them in the latest issue of India Today magazine. That's out on stands now. Take a look.
The COVID pandemic has brought businesses down to its knees. But there were some who in the most trying times have thrived. Several startups in India have been immune to the COVID blow and have reached new highs. In 2021, amidst a debilitating second wave, India acquired 11 new unicorns. 11 new startups valued at over $1 billion. That means we now have 48 business unicorns, the third largest number in the world, after the US and China. And the latest issue of the India Today magazine delves into the world of these unicorns. At the top of the unicorn list is Byju's Classes, the education technology company that's become a household name.
It creates a pressure difference.
Founded by Baiju Ravindran and his wife Divya Gokulnath, Byju's until 6 years ago was a completely offline model, but keeping with the times, it's now a 100% online education model. In June last year, Byju's became the most valuable Indian unicorn, with its valuation soaring to $16.5 billion. It's now a decacorn, a business worth $10 billion.
What advice do you have for aspiring entrepreneurs out there who look at you and think that, hey, I can do this?
I always tell that if I can do this, there's no reason why anyone else can't do this. If you are willing to follow your passion, relentless. If you are for me, it's been a case of it's been a clear case scenario of I always say that I'm an engineer by chance, a teacher by choice, which made me an entrepreneur by chance, right? And still in that pursuit of how to make it bigger, but more importantly, better.
So who else is on the list of unicorns to watch out for? Zerodha, an online stock broking platform, reported a profit after tax of rupees 450 crore annually. It is the largest stockbroker in India in terms of active retail clients. The brain behind this platform are brothers Nitin and Nikhil Kamath, and their story is entirely unique.
I've been doing trading from when I was 17. So I've been on my own from then. My younger brother had joined me trading in 2007, and I used to be a franchisee for a larger brokerage firm. And so when the markets fell, we made some money. We decided that he continues trading. I'll take a break from trading and try to build a brokerage firm that we didn't have as traders. So we started off saying, can we be a better broker for a very active trader in the stock markets?
One of the largest learning platforms in India, with over 50,000 registered educators and over 49 million learners, is Unacademy. Headquartered in Bengaluru, Unacademy caters to students across 5,000 cities and 14 Indian languages. 3 youngsters, all under 30, came together to establish their dream company. Gaurav Bunjal, Roman Saini and Himesh Singh are an ambitious bunch and believe they have greater heights to scale in the coming years. The story behind Unacademy is an interesting one. When Munjal was in class 11th, a JEE coaching center had rejected him, saying they could not put him in the batch that had the best teachers. He decided to do something about this.
Even if you go to Kota in Delhi, you won't get access to the best teachers because you will have to crack their examination and be in the top batch, A1 batch. It's called A1 batch. Huge privilege for the ones who are already doing well in 10th standard. But right. What about someone who wants to do well, who has the potential, but maybe is now focused? So you're already discarding them. That insight led us to our subscription product where we got the best teachers and we said anyone who buys the subscription will get access to those teachers. And we got the best Kota teachers, best Delhi teachers, best teachers for that exam in the country.
They are young, they are driven, and they are super successful. You can catch all the details of India's business unicorns in the latest India Today magazine issue, which is out on stands now.